What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Expedition of the Damned. This is our Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition campaign. I'm, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick, joined by the full crew of the expedition. Let's do some brief introductions so we can get into the thick of it, as one might say. Let's start with old Pierce Galactic.
Oh, that's me. Oh, yeah, I'm so excited. As you know, I'm Pierce Galactic, and I love to play Wolfram Kistler. And I'm a handgunner from Little Austin up there. And, bro, I got to say, these last several sessions, it's been a lot of handgunning. It's been really nice. Or pistoliering. So I'm hoping that we're going to have some more juicy, explosive fiery combat coming up soon. So
you never know. Let's slide on down to Nate.
Evening all. I'm Nate. I'll be playing Lucien Levesque, a human duelist wielding a rapier. And feeling pretty good, feeling pretty powerful after these last two sessions, but also a little fatigued, and hoping we can rest up, get rid of some exhaustion or fatigue conditions.
I guess we'll find out.
It's not D&D.
Yeah, close enough. How about Jumbo Smooth, if he's capable?
Barely.
Barely.
Well, yes, I am Jumbo Smooth. I play Luther Steinhauer. I just leveled up with my last level up to become a pyromancer. We won't really get to the cool stuff until I get back to town, but I am in name. Well, not in name, but under my sheet of paper, I am a pyromancer.
We'll see how that goes. Indeed. How about Dan Decker?
So I'm here to play one Nogthroat Leper. He's an ogre. It's quite large, about 10.5 foot tall. Looks nothing like, but everything exactly like a Hulk. There's a big old iron gut. His complexion's a little different. Covered on his gut for his gut plate. Excellent cook, and he loves these wee humans that he's found himself amongst. Also incredibly injured right now. Probably not going to make it through the end of the night.
We'll see. And then last but not least, Do 209.
Yes, the first two are so excited and happy, and I'm here to bring the mood down. Because Henry is sitting on 2 wounds, almost lost his foot. He is probably almost naked now since his clothes were burned off.
There's also that.
And he is cowering in a corner, ready to go home.
Ribs.
Go into a ball and die.
Got it. That is that's fair. So, last we left off, the crew here of the expedition has found themselves below the Atlan Mountains within the Gabo Warrens of the Sand Sneakers, led by the mighty Snoskit and his faithful, large companion, the Big Gobbler. You had found yourself through a series of unfortunate events, through either capture or escape, ended up within these warrens, and you did, however, manage to come together, find each other, escape from the immediate night goblins that were harrying most of you, and were able to attempt to find a way out. Unfortunately, it was Wolfram who may have accidentally leaned up against something in one of the nearby tunnels where you had met together, which triggered a not necessarily a trap, but a barricade, a large grated barrier, rusted and heavy, that cut off the one for sure escape that you knew existed, at least temporarily, forcing you.
And I can't remember, but I think that barrier was there when we got there.
Of course, yeah. Wolfram, it was always there. Forcing you guys to venture deeper into the warrens themselves. So much so in that you ended up following a strange, not so much whimsical, but disheartening tune. One of a not so well-tuned violin was discovered as you ventured into the feasting hall of the mighty Snasket. You were above, somewhat out of view, needing to take some more stealthy approach to the events that were going to unfold. There, you witnessed Snasket, as well as several of the night gobos, having a grand feast to the jaunty tunes played by captured former Knight's Panther, as well as as one of the squires. The warlord Snasket was also counting his treasure on a large pile and having the squire document the important bits of shinies that he was collecting. As all of this unfolded, the room was somewhat illuminated by these strange braziers full of odd concoctions. Turns out to be, one might say, hallucinogenic compounds that wafted upwards, poisoning both Wolfram and Nog in the process. You were stumbled upon by two intoxicated gobos that moved out of an alcove nearby, and despite Henry's best efforts, you guys were discovered. You decided at this point to flee as the warlord announced that you were all to be slain and drugged back for God knows what. Not wanting to take on the entire dinner party, it was announced to you by one of the Knights by the Knight Panther that was present that he did announce that the commander was somewhere within these warrens as you began to flee. Due to some not so great rolls, you ended up down a particular tunnel, able to flee from the goblins. Unfortunately, subject to one of the many, not so much unusual, but more hazardous avenues of traveling in these dark, goblin-infested tunnels. A collapse, one might say, as the five of you were shuttled through the very earth itself as the tunnel you were in, and not very well maintained, gave way, dropping you down into more of a less worked and more of a natural cavern far down below. As you were coming to your senses with whispers from the gobos of the great fireworms that were present down said tunnel, you came face to face with some foul creature as Lucien stepped into the very warren of what could only be described as a massive Hydra. A enormous creature that rose out of a pile of refuse and bone where it was making its den, with many heads and capable of breathing fire as it was launched upon all of you at one point in time. But due to the quick thinking of Luther and the viciousness of the majority of the party here, you were in fact able to slay the creature, bring it low. I will say it was close. It was a very close encounter for sure. One that several of you could have very well met your end during. But today was not that day, and the expedition continues on. As the creature was slain finally by Lucien, landing the final blow, slicing through one of its heads, rendering it incapacitated, and it finally breathing its last little gout of flame as its blood spilled across the cavern floor. That's where we're picking up. So, what would you guys like to do? Don't talk all at once, please.
So the possibility of scavenging or harvesting certain resources from the carcass of this Hydra?
You could easily attempt to, yeah. Now, as far as experience with harvesting, does anybody have any kind of skills or talents associated with hunting or gathering of some kind? Probably not.
How about outdoor survival?
I mean, that is where we're going to end up going with it, but without the associated skills, it might be a more difficult
I have
situation.
Charm Animal, pretty solid on Charm Animal.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. So,
Wait,
I think...
Is Luther up? I can't remember if Luther is up on his feet or if he's like... How's Luther doing? Because you guys got beat pretty bad. I would think maybe you might know something about the anatomy of a pathetic sand fireworm. Something easily defeated by just two of us.
Luther is standing. He is taking a beating like everyone else, but he is currently standing. He doesn't have any expertise in he's intelligent, so he's pretty good at things that revolve around intelligence. So outdoor survival being one of them, but he's not proficient. He doesn't have any skills in it. So it would just be from what he's read in books or whatever. So I don't know if he would actually know what a Hydra is. So maybe it depends if it was studied in class with Mr. Serena or...
It's not so they're not so uncommon that you guys wouldn't have heard tales of them. They're common enough occurrences, just as hazards in some places in the Empire, especially, that you guys would all know. At least in theory, you at least heard stories about a Hydra. Now, have any of you seen one? Probably not. Nog might be the only one that might have seen something like this before. As far as harvesting materials, though, if you guys don't have any necessary skills, this is going to be a difficult test, one might say. Believe it or not.
Do they have horns? Does each of the heads have horns?
They do not have horns, no.
Do they have a frill like a lizard or anything like that?
This particular Hydra does not have anything of that sort. It is much more snake-like than some of the other descriptions you've gotten before. This particular Hydra is black for the most part, with orange reddish coloring, kind of around the eyes and little stripes every once in a while around its throat. Their teeth are all almost dagger-like.
Well, I'm gonna go get one of those teeth. Actually, I'm gonna go see if I can cut out one of those teeth.
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you give me an outdoor survival roll, Wolfram?
All right.
While he's doing that, does this area, this pit we're in, his den, does it look like this is a creature that was being kept? Or does it look like it's a creature that was just by happenstance having here?
I can't even get my hands around that tooth or something. I'm not spending my single fortune on that. It's all right. Got that out of the way.
So I actually have rules for harvesting materials. Hold please, and I'll get right back to you in a second, Luther.
Sure.
God, I have one of the many compendium books that we've purchased for this. Actually has rules for harvesting animal materials.
Nice. Love it.
I know. I was not expecting you to actually harvest. I should have known this was going to happen.
We definitely at least want to try to get some meat, some food, I feel like.
Yeah. Okay.
If nothing else, hunks of meat.
So you can determine which parts of the creature are extremely valuable with a lore beasts or a lore medicine check.
No, I don't have either of those lores.
Oh, lore magic can also be used for any creature that is considered mystical. Which I don't know if this would be considered mystical. There are certain elements.
Yes, would that mean like if it could be used in like spellcraft? Is that what it means, or
if it has? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I would accept any one of those.
Well, I can do magic. Give me magic.
Does anybody want to try anything else? Medicine or beasts? Lore beasts? No? Not happening? Well, give me a magic roll, Luther.
All right. 100, baby. That's real bad. I would not know. It's like 4. That's 4 degrees of failure.
So with that, I'm going to say that Luther, unfortunately, you're unfamiliar with these strange creatures. This is not exactly your purview. However, Luther, the creature was breathing fire, and they found that extremely intoxicating and interesting, to say the least. Cool. If you could figure out some way of figuring out how it made that, is it some innate spellcraft or some gland perhaps it has? You're probably fascinated, to say the least. But unfortunately, you do not know enough about said creature to harvest it safely. So for the actual,
at least. Can we harvest these like meat, like sustenance?
Oh yeah. Now, I will say you guys do have a certified cook with you. The one and only Nog Throat Ripper is actually not bad at harvesting meat in all of its ways.
That's true. Would you? What skill would you like?
Just give me a cooking skill, Nog.
A cooking check. Let's see if I enabled some different dice. Oh, that's
dear God. Is that real? A 3?
That's a 3. First roll on the new dice. I guess a 17.
Nog is. There's no way it's just a 17, is it really?
My cooking skill, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not very good. He doesn't have.
Wow.
I just believe I'm the best.
Okay.
So
Man, for some reason I thought you were better. Well, you do get access to raise it though, so you'll be able to get that pretty high eventually.
Yeah.
Okay. So, regardless, even in this moment though, Nog, you've never eaten Hydra before.
No.
This could definitely be a new venture for you for sure.
Yeah.
As you begin to
pretty tasty.
You begin to gleefully hack into the creature, still warm. In fact, as you begin to hack into it, able to easily harvest any amount of meat that you would like. This is considered an enormous creature. It's twice the size of Nog. You guys can easily get food from this. In addition to
Nog
that,
doesn't have to worry about eating his friends for a while. Nice.
Now, you will have to preserve it.
Yeah.
If you want to keep
it. Good at that. What would you want, like an outdoor survival?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
We'll get there. Okay.
In there. What you do notice, Nog, as you are beginning to hack into the creature, you notice that its scales are extremely hard. So much so that they could be used to defend oneself if they were harvested appropriately. In addition to that, the bones are very dense. You would know, Nog, that there are several ogre tribes that actually use large creatures' bones as weapons. could also be done from this creature easily.
Well, I'd pass that knowledge along to the rest of the crew. Because we could keep those scales and sell them for parts and make armor for ourselves.
You will have to carry everything.
Not all of it.
There is a limit to how much you guys can physically carry.
Well, I have broken ribs right now, so there's that.
That's the thing. Nog right now is nowhere near have his carrying capacity as he normally is.
I don't know. I just feel like if we got some of them teeth, we could sell them somewhere. There's always people looking for new teeth.
So you have 7 heads. Actually, wait, was there more? Let me count. I think there were 7. It might have been 9. There were 7 heads.
I'll make sure that Wolfram gets a tooth.
All right.
Easily. Nog just reach over and then just snaps one.
Oh, my friend. So grateful.
Oh, thanks for loosening it up for me, Wolfram. It was a little... You took most of it.
I tenderized it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wolfram, it's the size of your arm. And it's heavy.
I can't carry that, dude. Yeah, I won't be able to carry it.
It's not just like like a little tooth.
Perhaps,
it's like a fucking.
Well, I was hoping to be like a dagger, like maybe not a canine, but like a dagger.
This creature was enormous. One might say like the size of like a giant. So its individual teeth are large.
Nah, would you carry this for me when we get back to the city? I will see if someone can craft it into a stock for my gun.
Absolutely, we'll just make sure we get back to town with it.
And I'm gonna run and do like I'm gonna.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get to stab some folks along the way.
Like a high five layup on them.
With you guys are spending a lot of time harvesting this creature. Yes, Lucy.
With Nog's Hydra cuts, did that include like scales?
That's meat. That's going to be meat. If you guys want to harvest some more valuable materials, such as scales, perhaps even try to retrieve the fire gland. I will also advise you, just because this would be common knowledge to Luther as well, as far as like spellcrafting components. Usually, like the inner organs, in particular the heart. And eyes are usually extremely valuable in most creatures for spell components. While none of you might use any of these, they can be sold for a very high price if one were to bring them back to town.
If Luther does want any of that, I will do my best to help him out. I don't think I really have skills that I can, but...
I mean... I'm willing to harvest whatever we can, I guess, as long as we can carry it. I mean,
yeah.
Go
ahead and give me an outdoor survival roll. Depending on how well you do will depend on which tier of ingredients you might be able to harvest, besides just meat.
Okay. All right, let's see here. I'm going to roll. And that's really bad. It's a 93.
It's really bad.
Let me use my fortune and reroll that.
Yeah. Let's use a fortune point. Let's do it, guys.
Just one potion.
Just one.
47. That is one failure.
One degree of failure. Luther, you begin.
Was there any assistance from Wolfram on that?
I don't have outdoor survival. I don't know.
Does anybody have outdoor survival?
No, I thought you
points.
Yeah.
Somebody has points in it.
Someone else has it. I know we've said it before. Maybe
I have a 30.
No, I think it's just my base score.
Nope. If you don't
have no points, so
if you have no points in the skill, there will be no assisting.
Dang.
Can I try and charm him and boost up his confidence before he makes?
We could have tried it before. Now it's too
late. No, I'm sorry. Luther, I let my liege. I've let you down. I'm so sorry.
Luther's got
to walk in the back.
Little dog in there. He's like, basically Luther kind of like walks into a large hunk that of the body that Nog has removed. Kind of walks into the ribs. He's like walks in. He's like, oh, this is the heart. And he goes for it. He sees it. It's massive. He's like, As he's trying to cut it free, he cuts like a large artery that just spills blood. It just like bursts all over him. Oh God! And then as Luther stumbles out of the corpse, just completely drenched head to toe in gore, he unfortunately was unable to harvest anything of value.
Damn. I feel like I've made a goof, and I've damaged the vital organs inside. I was for certain if I cut there, it would release a... Well, it's never mind. I apologize, friends, but let's collect as much meat and food as we can. Perhaps some of these bones can be used as sheaths or shanks. We need whatever we can get. Do we see any like remnants of armor down here? Like
oh man,
maybe not in the armor, but like weapons.
Yeah.
Shields,
Wasn't I will allow one person to give me a perception test. To one person that is not Luther or Nog.
May I take a peek around? I might have better perceiving things. So hold on.
Go ahead, Wolfram.
You know what? I think Lady Luck will bless me if I just roll that again.
Okay.
Wait, this is the fine loot, though. I don't know if I want to waste it here. Let's just roll.
82.
Almost the same roll. That's
it happens.
Starting out strong, boys. Starting out strong.
Wolfram, as you hear all of this going on, you've been kind of like combing through the refuse pile. You do find long dead like bones and remnants of previous meals. Quite a few animal bones, large. Most of them appear to be aquatic in nature, like fish heads and whatnot. You do find a much more larger, fresher collection of disgusting and bloodied night goblin hoods and cloaks, where this appears to be a favorite meal of said creature. You find remnants of smaller goblin bones and a lot of these similar cloaks just kind of scattered about. Unfortunately, no viable weapons or armor.
As far as our surroundings go, do we get the sense that either this particular cavern or any particular offshoots in close proximity would be a good spot to maybe rest for a bit?
So, coming back to Luther's previous question, and this, Lucian, the cavern that you're in, there are certain parts of it that appear to not be entirely natural. They look worked in some way. This is quite large. This is a very large cavern-like system. You don't see any of the old shoddy workmanship of the Gabo tunnels or any of the more elegant but in disrepaired Dawi craftsmanship that you started to stumble upon. However, looking around, you see that you guys are in the base of one large area, and it appears that this particular cave funnels its way into some kind of cavern system that you have yet to go anywhere near or explore. You guys don't have any light sources outside of anything that Luther makes, which would be like in his hand. You guys could make some torches out of some of the base materials down here. I'm not going to make you roll for that. That's easy enough. But you will need to explore further to see if there's anything else out there. As far as this being like a pen, it does not appear to look like that.
While we're in this cavern and we're kind of doing all this stuff, I would also like to make sure my weapons are reloaded.
Oh, easily done. Wolfram, can you go ahead and reload all your weapons?
Well, my friends, it looks like we have somehow survived once more. Perhaps we should seek refuge in one of these tunnels. Perhaps one of the more well-worked tunnels. Perhaps. We're confident this is dwarven structure, right? Or is it?
You had not necessarily. You guys aren't experts on dwarven craftsmanship. It just reminds you of some of the architecture you saw back in Altdorf and some of the other bigger cities in the Empire.
Okay. Perhaps we can find some old domicile in here somewhere. Luther's gonna, if everyone is,
idea, my lord.
if we're gonna start getting torches or something, he's gonna start lighting torches and stuff.
Yeah.
If we can make some rudimentary torches.
Easily.
Cool. Torch up and hobble our way towards the.
Can I attempt some heal tests?
Yes, you can. To heal people in the interim.
I do have, so I know that it's like there's a limited number of times that you can attempt a test within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, so essentially
it's not more than once per encounter.
Yeah, at the end of every encounter, you can, if anybody took damage, that you can attempt to heal them.
And in terms of, like, let's say we're able to take a long rest or a full sleep at some point, I know we get a heal test, not a heal test, but
you naturally wounds. You will naturally recover from that. Then the next day you can make another heal test to try to patch people up again.
Gotcha.
And if you have any more encounters after that, you can keep doing it and it can keep going.
Cool.
So
okay. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and try to heal. I assume I know Henry, Nog, Luther all took damage.
I think everybody.
We all took fall damage too. Okay.
Yes. Everybody got.
Nog has 5 wounds.
You'll meet last, I guess, bro, because I think I'm only down like 25% of my health.
Yeah, Wolfram's not terribly hurt. I think the rest of you are much more.
Someone has to not get healed this time. Let it be me this time. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and heal Henry up a little bit.
Let's go for Henry. That is gonna do good.
Young lad will like that. Oh, good.
2 levels of success, so it's what? My intelligence?
Your intelligence modifier plus 2 for that.
So 5 wounds.
So 5 wounds, Henry. He's so excited. Can't you tell?
I'm assuming somebody found me because I did run significantly far away.
You ventured back eventually, Henry. Oh,
all the harvesting, and torch lighting, and
shook.
I'll try and heal.
Okay, Henry. I feel fear sometimes myself.
Nog a little loving.
So Nog does.
My gosh.
Dear Lord, another 6.
We're
sure not rolling D10s. I mean, my God.
Yeah, right. Just one D10s. Yeah. So what does that give me? A 6 on his success?
That'll be 6 wounds, yeah.
6 wounds.
I'll get.
Man.
Gives me 11 total wounds now.
Yeah, no.
How about what's going on with my broken ribs there, Mr.
You're not going to be able to. You need surgery. To correct the issue.
Or I'll develop a nice limp.
Yeah, thankfully they're minor, so they're not like breaking through the skin, so you don't have to worry about infection yet. But you will have to worry about hurting yourself more.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yes. Do you want to go ahead and heal Luther, Lucian?
Yes. Give that a shot. That's gonna be a fail. I'm sorry, Luther.
All right.
Gonna have to patch yourself up at some point, Lucian.
Yeah, I'll try myself as well.
Yeah.
That is a critical thing. Bless. I'm gonna. Do I suffer? Do I hurt myself?
We are gonna roll on the.
I'm gonna spend a fortune point.
Okay. I was about to say we're about to roll on the critical fail table, and you can hurt yourself, but not necessarily.
Okay, I failed, but I didn't hurt myself.
Still better than was. Can he send some love my way, or is that kind of for him on his skill?
Yeah. You can try one more time. For Wolfram.
That would be a success, but I'm fatigued, so it is fail.
No worries. Appreciate the effort, anyways.
So, you run out of steam, Lucian. You patch up Henry and Nog, and then you start running low. You start running low, and you're starting to feel your own injuries at this point, and it's just not there.
Adrenaline's worn off.
It's worn off at this
point. Down.
So with that, you guys have spent quite a bit of time at this point, patching yourselves up, harvesting meat. Nog is like a butcher, and with just a fresh cut laid before him, just cleaving joyfully, blood spattered all over him. But after you guys finish harvesting what you can for now, Nog, are you going to eat any of this now? Yeah? I mean, I would assume...
May as well.
Nog's probably get yourself a nice hefty meal. Especially because there's a bunch you're not going to be able to take with you. How much do you want to eat, Nog?
Oh, I think I'd take... Well, as much as I could, tolerate without causing too much pain, because a couple 3 days worth of
I will say myself. you're going to be able to gorge yourself and still have a lot left over. So do you want to take time to cook, Nog, or are you going to just be eating as you're harvesting?
I'll just be snacking along the way.
Okay. So by the time
no one else is really
done,
going to be eating this.
Yeah, by the time Nog's done, Nog has been it's almost like he gets a cut, and then he just cuts off a little snack, he's eating it raw, which is horrifying for the majority of you to watch. But a little tartare, it's fine. It's fine for him. He's got a stout stomach. Chewing that, it's delicious, Nog. Tastes oddly like alligator. I don't know why, but it does. And it's delicious. So, at the end of that, I really
enjoyed it.
You guys have decided to move out of the cave, looking for some kind of refuge, or what's the goal here? Are we looking to camp out somewhere, or just trying to escape?
I think we're looking up to hold up right now, just recover.
Someplace to hold up. Okay.
Yeah.
I need somebody to give me an outdoor survival roll.
My roll would be under 37. If anyone would have better.
Sounds pretty good.
Mine's a
okay.
23 right now.
I will do the rolling.
If you would like, I can roll it. It has to be an 8.
I'll pass.
41. It's close. You don't have any fortune left, do you?
I do.
To pass?
To pass.
Hey.
I've got 2 fortune left, so.
Okay. All right, Luther. I'm glad you did, because this allows you guys to find something quite interesting.
Okay.
So, as you leave the cave, you just lighting the torches that Luther has provided for everybody. Nog's gleefully kind of humming to himself behind everyone. Large sack full of Hydra ingredients. I imagine there's an entire head that he's kind of like ripped the bottom jaw off and just kind of sticking out of his pack. But as you are walking out into this main cavern system, you hear the trickling of water as there's a stream running nearby, quite small, but it looks like it is not natural to this cave. It looks as if this has been purposely shuttled through one of the nearby cave walls. And you can see that there is very fine workmanship against the far cave wall, extremely far off. This is a massive system that you've stepped into. But the trickling, as you begin to follow it, you're looking around. It's very dark, damp. There's strange growls and noises that echo down the cavern at certain points. You begin to smell a familiar smell to Luther, and a somewhat familiar to the rest of you now. The smell of something smoking and burning from different aspects of the cave that just kind of like you get like a whiff. And it reminds you of the Hydra's den that you just left. As if perhaps there is more than one creature down here in this cave system. And who knows what might someone unfortunately might run across at some point. But as you are going, Luther in particular, you're kind of looking down and you're fascinated by this architecture. You're starting to see more elaborate stonework here and there. And then you find something. You find tracks. Like a minecart tracks. Nearby this worked stream. As you find them, and you follow them into a nearby tunnel system. The wooden slats are long rotten and turned to mush, but the steel still remains. Rusted in some places, but besides that, it looks serviceable. You could probably put a cart on this right now and it would run, no problem. As you follow the tracks into this tunnel, it very quickly becomes less of a natural cave tunnel and begins to take on aspects of the tunnels above. In particular, it looks like a dwarven tunneling of some kind. Not as elaborate and fancy, but practical, stout dwarf craftsmanship that would last the test of time. Made of very large wood beams that have harvested from who knows where and have petrified over time, but still seem strong and keeping this tunnel intact. And as you begin to fascinate over this, you start to see statues worked, or not statues, but almost like dwarven faces worked into the walls. Large, huge faces that none of you might recognize as... well, would you recognize it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much dwarven culture any of you have really taken in. And nobody has dwarf lore, I'm sure. Probably not, no.
I have lore empire, but...
Yeah.
Probably not enough to get...
Somebody give me a lore empire roll. It
won't
be quite as good.
Let me do it.
Sure, why not, Nog?
Let's see why.
Does anyone have a better one? No,
let's see what Nog got. Yeah, why not?
47 under a 31. So,
That's
one
not
level
too
of
bad.
failure.
Unfortunately, Nog, you look at it and you're like, You're like, that's a big stunty.
That's
you look at it.
Yeah.
It's big. It's big.
Those fellas.
There's like mosaic patterns. It's quite beautiful, honestly. Despite it being more, less like looking at a painting and more looking at just like, it's a sculpture, it looks stout. You then see a quite interesting sight. In particular, it looks like there are metal statues linked arm to arm in front of a massive, like, bronze reinforced door. The statues have their backs to the door, and their arms are linked together, spanning the gap. There are 5 statues. They appear to be the size of dwarves. However, they are completely made out of some strange metal that looks like it's all melted together. And they have become, whatever it is, it looks like they've become fused with the door.
Do they look like the statues have beards, or?
Are you guys going to approach the statues? Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
you approach. Wolfram, in particular, is asking that. You look at it. They do look like they have, like, bronze beards. In fact, as you look closely, this looks like armor. It looks like 5 dwarves in the heaviest looking armor you've ever seen, linked hand to hand, are like forearm to forearm, grasping one another, and they've all melted together.
Oh shit.
Even a dumb man like Wolfram recognizes they were trying to hold something back. So it sounds like it.
Perhaps the Hydra. Would we know that? Can we make that guess, or is that
now when you look at them, first off, they look like statues, because there is nothing. Like, if you were to look into the headpiece, the only thing that's visible are these little eye holes. And if you were to glance inside, there is nothing inside. It looks like a hollow statue. Nope, you don't see bone, you don't see anything inside.
Ash would probably settle down if it was Ash. I don't know. I'm overthinking it, bro.
Yeah, it's all fused together. They're all fused together.
They're fused together against this large iron door. They've kind of like fused to the door itself. I will say,
we get the idea that these. Yes. Question: do we get the idea that these were actual dwarves in armor at one point, or we just think they're statues?
It's up to you. It would be up to your assumptions, your character's assumptions.
Well,
now we'll say
armor over here. It's thick as a mountain. Why do you think they just left it here?
I'm not sure they left. Because they were holding something back.
Well, that explains their handhold.
Well, I can't think there's anything worse than what we just took care of back there.
I have heard that some dwarves are clad head to toe, even their beards are covered in armor. I have a feeling these were not statues, but were Dawi. Perhaps they were holding.
Cursed, do you think, or perhaps they made a sacrifice? They were cursed.
A last stand, perhaps. From what my teachers told me, the Dawi are resistant to magics and spellcraft. Very hardy people. So, my guess is perhaps the Hydra we fought, or perhaps one of its ancestors. I don't know. This place looks ancient, right? Like,
yes, ancient.
Maybe they are sealing in something valuable.
Perhaps I do not know they're seared, like not seared, but they're welded through the door, right?
They're melted to
Basically.
the door, yes. Now, I will say, it looks like over the ages, parts of the door have warped, either due to whatever event melted them to the door or whatnot. And there are like pressure cracks along the door, in several places. Nog, I would like you to give me a perception test with a +20.
All right, perception with +20 coming up. So that'll put me, whatever this is, under a 50.
Actually, it would be +30 for you.
Okay, so that whatever this is under a 60. Oh,
Okay.
fair. Yeah, nice.
So, that's
4
level-
levels.
yeah, 3 levels, almost 4. 3 levels of
Yeah.
success. Nog, for some reason, you begin to salivate as you smell something
Uh-oh.
delicious on the other side of the door. It smells rich, it smells deep, and it smells fermented, whatever it is.
Oh. Sounds delicious. Am I being irresistibly drawn to it?
I will say it is intoxicating, one might say,
okay.
Nog.
All right. That's fair. And, can anyone else smell it?
You have heightened senses.
Oh, I do
Nog.
have a cute smell. So
You do have a
it'll
heightened
be-
sense of smell, and taste.
Now I'll let everyone know that I'm smelling something delicious. Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
Coming from the other side of the door. You can smell like whiffs of it coming through the crack.
Oh, like there's a kitchen on the other side.
Or who knows what.
Oh, it smells so good.
Can we test the door, see if we can open it?
I'm assuming you probably want Nog to test it.
I
Yeah,
point at Henry and I point at Nog and I say,
I
please.
can bust it down.
Manual labor is not my strong suit. The mistress does have me carry things, but I'm more of endurance. Please, my friends, put your
Let's hope.
strong backs into it.
All right.
Nog is at a -30 for strength checks, and this will be a strength check.
Oh, it's gonna be hard.
I told Henry to help him.
Henry,
yeah,
might as well help.
can Henry give me an assist?
And
I
Henry
wanna
will
ask
help, and
Nog a
he'll
quick
he'll
question.
pretend he's helping.
When you said it smells delicious, is it like fresh fruit or savory vegetables, or does it smell like roasting meat?
Failed.
Yes. It
Henry
smells
failed
like
this.
yes.
Go ahead and roll.
Got an 86 out of 20.
Yes, he did. It's bad. It's real bad.
Let's roll. Come on. Oh. All right. D&D Beyond decided to take a poop on itself. Hold on. I don't know if that
I don't
bodes
know
well.
what that is. We don't
dare
use that. That's not a sponsor.
Oh. Oh shit.
Actually, you know what?
90.
Such a failure.
So,
Oh, so fail.
as both Henry and Nog
Oh.
come up to the door, begin to shake. Man, this doesn't appear to be opening.
won't open.
However,
Blizzard looks disappointed.
we might have some whispers. One might
Oh,
say,
no.
perhaps a dark whisper.
A dark whisper.
Whispers into both Henry and Nog's ears.
Is this the first one of the campaign?
And
Uh-oh.
I will allow you guys to roll again.
Ooh.
However, regardless,
Cost of what?
if you pass or fail,
Mhm.
I will, and
So-
you will perhaps gain a point of corruption from
Nope,
embracing
not
the
worth
dark
it.
gods.
Nope.
You will get a +40 to the roll.
Nope.
Just throwing it out there.
Henry said no.
How does Nog feel about this?
Nog's in a lot of pain.
It's up to you, Nog.
And not thinking clearly. So he's gonna take that. He's gonna take that bet.
Yes, Nog's gonna take it. Nog's taking it.
If the stupid app will roll.
Go ahead and roll, Nog. You get a plus 40 to the roll.
It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine, right? What's the worst that could happen?
So many things.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So
that was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the name of Dan's dice set.
I know. I was looking at that too.
Called the Corrupted.
They are
That's
corrupted.
fitting.
It is fitting. You do gain 1 point of corruption, Nog.
Where did I
However,
put that?
as Henry's struggling, Henry, you kind of like slip on one of the statues. Nog, you feel your ribs begin to like crunch where they're broken, and in that gout of pain, you feel euphoria, almost as if something is kicked in, and suddenly that pain is turned into motivation, even pleasurable, one might say. And Nog forces, and as he does, the door begins to as you grab a hold of the door, Nog, and you pull, it begins to move, and as it does, one of the statues arms at the shoulder breaks off, and you're able to move one of the two sides of the door open enough for all of you to make entry. As the statue breaks, you do get to see inside of it, and it is full at the bottom of ash, as if this once did hold a creature at some point, but has long since been, perhaps the armor itself was turned into almost like a kiln, and they were cremated inside of their armor. But the door is open. As it opens, an intense smell wafts over everyone. And as you drink it in, all of you are almost instantly intoxicated.
Oh.
As there are barrels and barrels and barrels of dwarven ale stacked floor to ceiling inside of this room.
Can we get some lit?
I'm more of a Briggs man myself. But,
there's a large cask. I mean, and they're huge, on the floor, and it looks like it's already been tapped. There's a strange symbol on the cask itself. One told of myth and legend. Some of you do have lore empire, so you would have heard tales of Bugman's ale. The finest brew anyone under the mountains of all the Karax can take in. And this appears to be one of those mythical barrels.
I knew it, y'all. This is the best stuff there ever has been. Nog just is there like just gonna take a decanter?
Gets his large ogre mug. He begins to fill it. It's frothy. It looks fresh, even though who knows how long it's been down here.
Yeah.
Luther, this is the first time we've had someone with sight present. There is magic wafting off of this beverage as it's pouring into Nog's drink. You see the winds at work, almost infused with this liquor.
Friends, this brew is blessed with the winds. Magic is emanating from them.
I'm a soldier. I would have followed Nog's lead and already found some way to get some ale into me.
Wolfram begins to drink. What about the rest of you?
Yes. I'm going to die underground in the dark.
When in Rome?
Let's do it drunk.
Indeed.
All of you begin to taking a few back. I need everybody to make me consume alcohol tests.
Yes.
Or become drunk.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm about to get really drunk.
Gotta get a 10. Oh, I failed.
I'm I'm a little hammered, bro. Happily hammered.
Yeah, me too.
That was 5 levels right there.
It's fair. It's fair. I mean, as you should.
You failed as well.
Nog, how did you do?
What you need? And what kind of roll?
Assume alcohol.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be good at that.
I'm sure you are.
We'll see. We'll see how we do. Actually, I got a little tipsy there. It's under a 45, so that's one level of failure.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So let me see.
Well, I mean, I took a big old, you know.
Oh yeah, this isn't a normal drink, by far. So let's see here. Where are my consume? Boom, drinking. So, did anybody fail by more than 3?
I did.
Yes.
Okay.
With my toughness of 2, I definitely did.
Did anybody fail more than 5?
No.
Okay.
No.
So those of you that failed by 1 to 2, you get a plus 20 to all cool tests made while intoxicated, and you are going to be intoxicated for a decent amount of time. As you are doing so, you're all kind of like, oh. However, who failed by 3 and 4? Wolfram?
4.
And Henry? The 2 of you gain animosity towards the rest of your group.
I am Irish.
Do me and Wolfram gain it towards each other?
Maybe, yeah. Fuck you, man.
Scrawny little lad, you ran us down.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe you ran from that Hydra.
Yeah, you guys are drunk, beginning to get out of hand. However, ironically, you guys feel invigorated, extremely invigorated. One might say none of you have any fatigue conditions anymore because they are gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gone completely after consuming this ambrosia of the ancestor
refreshing.
gods. In addition to that, let's see here. Everyone recovers 3 wounds for now.
Some good stuff.
For now. Are you gonna take it away?
We'll see, Henry. As you all begin to, you feel.
I feel great.
You feel invigorated. You feel tipsy. You're
feel angry.
Feel warm. Yeah, Henry and Wolfram are getting angry.
That Reichland bastard and that Hawkland filth. Stupid
No,
What are you pulling a
Bretonian.
Hawklander?
I need you to take several of these casks. As many as you can carry.
Now,
I'll take one too.
Now, they're huge, like what you would put behind a bar. Nog's not going to be able to lift one of these.
Small kegs, okay.
Yeah, not like a little cake. These are like gargantuan. Yeah.
I see why they died for this. It's quite delicious. As Luther's kind of stumbling out of the doorway a little bit with his little mug, he puts his hand on one of the statues. Here you go. And he starts pouring it.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go, my friends. You did
I'm
well.
gonna wander over to another statue and get an argument with it.
Exactly.
Pour one out for our late Dawi companions who fought with us and
Craft into
Worthless
others.
slayers. Stupid.
I remember them.
Split up.
What's up,
really
Wolfram,
might be
in this
yesterday.
mess?
Nice.
You guys are going to remain drunk for the next 4 hours, just so you know.
Mad for 4 hours.
Yeah. Are you guys hanging out? What exactly is happening?
Are we like pretty much incapacitated?
No, I mean you have all your faculties. You're just
Okay.
intoxicated.
All right.
Well,
thought of wandering.
I'm gonna at least fill my water skin with this beer.
Of course you are. Dumps out the water.
Fills up his skin. I can always make more with water. Yeah,
You bastard! I hate you. I hate you so much.
Well, that water could be dirty, but the alcohol is clean.
Exactly. Well, my water, not just pure spring water. But anyway, and I fill it, and then I'm gonna look for a nice place to sleep off this hangover. Rest up. Maybe eat some.
Is there enough room in this room to kind of like?
You guys could easily hang out inside of here.
Seems like a pretty defensible.
Fortified.
Yeah.
You guys want to attempt to close the door and then just hang out inside?
I'm probably passed out already now.
Yep, Wolfram's just Wolfram's laying there outside by one of the statues, unconscious.
You're not my real dad.
Nah, I guess to pick him up, drag him inside. Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm gonna sit up for a while.
Okay.
As if anyone else wants to try to rest up a little bit.
You guys all gather inside the.
Real quick, so I'm actually hammered, really. So the best thing would be not to cause the least amount of damage to me to just sleep.
Probably.
Right? I mean, I've got firearms, bro. I mean, I really feel that I should probably be
So you guys you're pretty drunk. Needless to say, I will say
bang.
Some of you haven't eaten today, and you do not feel the need to. As if you have been sustained by this brew in all ways, all physical ways.
Nice.
You also
really
feel that if perhaps you were suffering any mental breaks, that it would soothe them as well. It is the ambrosia of the ancestor gods.
Soothes the mind.
Does soothes it all, the mind and the body. All right. You can easily take a rest in here. There's no reason to really roll anything.
They can't, because I go around picking fights with everyone.
Henry wakes up.
Kick Lucian in the leg. Wake up! Fight me!
Wake up! Fight me, damn it!
Fight me!
Angry drunk.
You guys go ahead and give me endurance tests.
Everyone?
Yes, this will be to recover wounds over the rest. So you will recover your toughness bonus plus your success levels in wounds.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Go ahead and just tally those up.
If we succeeded?
Even if you don't succeed, you at least get your toughness bonus.
Dang it.
You at least get your toughness bonus, no matter what.
Okay.
Halfway back to full health.
There you go. Nog's getting better.
Moves.
The Nog is recuperating.
Gonna end up with a lurch since I have broken ribs.
That would suck. Did anybody hit their cap?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody not hit their cap besides Nog?
Luther did not hit his cap.
Okay.
He is one shy.
Luther and Nog, you recover 3 more wounds at the end of the alcohol wearing off.
Nice.
That's not a good sign though.
All these health potions.
Anthony wants us at full health.
Yeah.
Let's go fight something.
That's true.
No.
That's suspicious, bro.
Fatigue is gone.
That's suspicious. You found this. I didn't like
feeling good.
The fatigue's gone, and we're back at full health.
Is there anything in this room like, oh look, there's some leather caps that the dwarves wore, or anything that?
No, nothing like that. It appeared to be
you
only.
don't want them to see you wearing that either.
It appeared to only be storage for the Bugman's ale. Literally, that's all that's in here.
If I have an empty water skin, I'm also going to fill it up with the...
I'm assuming everybody's doing it now. Everybody's filling out their water skin with it. You put it on tap. Oh, shit, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Debating if it's worth taking another round.
One for the road.
One for the road.
One for the road.
I just don't want to get hostile.
Good chance.
But if I pass well enough, get a plus 30. Am I cool?
It's true.
Oh, Bugman's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Misty.
It's up to you guys.
I think I will definitely give Nog a little healing if I can.
Yeah, in the morning. Go ahead and give him a once over.
Do I get any bonuses or any to this difficulty?
It'll just be well.
Straight.
You guys are in a nice comfortable setting now. I'll give you a plus 20 to the roll.
Cool. That's a good one.
Good.
That will be 4 levels of success, so 7 wounds.
So you recover 7 more wounds, Nog. You're getting up there. Nog's feeling good.
That's 6 off top, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Now you are down 1 permanently until you get your ribs healed. Just so you know.
Gotcha. So I'm 27 under 33 right now.
Okay. There you go. All right. So as all of that takes place, the next morning comes. Lucien looks over Nog one last time. Nog looks like there's whole portions of his body that are basically just bandages at this point, where he was savaged by the squigs and then by the Hydra, and interesting.
The stalactite.
Yeah, the stalactite broke his ribs. Anyways. The rest of you patched up, looking worse for wear, but standing and invigorated after the mighty brew of the Dowry. As you venture forth out of the brewery storage, that is where we are going to take our first break.